Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And our sponsors are Alpha Claims and Hire, Birmingham, the leading and best accident management company. Get a replacement car anywhere in 1 hour. I really appreciate you joining me again today, and this video is about county lines. Before we start, I need to make a correction on behalf of a family that was the victim of a raid by Priti Patel and the police in a video that I did the other day. You may remember the Birmingham raid where they initially claimed that these people were associated to using children to supply drugs in county lines. It turns out that this person was actually released as mistaken identity, yet Priti Patel and the police still released this footage and caused this family a lot of distress and upset. I've now removed their faces from this video as they have explained to me exactly how nothing came from it. So when I was doing that video, I did say that this video does look like a big PR stunt, and it turns out that may be the case. As we discussed in that video, they have funded £20 million to combat county lines. And in these videos that we've been covering this year, we're trying to see where that money has been going. And today, news has emerged of a county lines operation in Birmingham that has seen 64 people arrested in connection with it. A series of raids targeted drug networks and suspected drug runners that are suspected in being involved in missing children that have been found as far away as Swansea. Last week, police officers executed 40 warrants across the force at addresses suspected of being linked to county lines and organised crime gangs. Video footage shows officers smashing down doors at suspected Birmingham drug dens allegedly run by the crime groups. Police confirmed 11 of the 64 people have been charged. So that's still a hell of a lot of people that didn't get charged at all. So that shows as well that sometimes that people get arrested incorrectly.
We've executed over 40 warrants, resulting in some significant seizure of drugs, weapons, cash. We've also arrested over 60 people who we believe are involved in county lines. But the work that we don't see, whilst we're putting indoors, etc., is the work behind the camera, where the thousands of kids that we've been able to engage with virtually at schools, the same with colleges, working with taxi companies, with licensed premises, raising the message about what county lines is, what exploitation is, what are the risk factors, how to identify them and what you can do about them. Yeah, county lines is a real cynical crime, so it's effectively people about moving drugs from one area to the other. The cynical bit is that they will generally move children or vulnerable adults to do that. Quite often when people go missing, they will be found to be involved in a county line. They will sell the drugs, they will protect the drugs, they will be seen and used as a commodity. So all of the risk is for the people doing that activity, not the people further up the chain in the gangs or in the crime groups who are actually making the money.
The force seized 225 wraps of heroin and crack cocaine and more than 1,000 cannabis plants, weapons and imitation firearms. Their intelligence suggests there are around 100 county lines running out of Birmingham that go as far afield as Cornwall and Scotland. Officers are teamed up with British Transport Police on the lookout for offenders at train stations and other transport hubs. It's included in a 2-day operation in South Wales, following recent incidents of missing West Midlands children that have been found in Swansea, and fears they are being exploited to run drug lines. The lead officer in the county lines operation, Superintendent Rich Agar, said, "County lines is a really cynical crime. Offenders groom and exploit children to do the drug running, the dirty, dangerous work on their behalf. They see vulnerable people as commodities. So while there is a real focus on the suspected offenders, we invest a lot of time in effort to reach the children to try and show them the risks that they're involved in. They say they've spoken to around 80 children at their homes, and they need to work collectively to keep children safe from the clutches of drug gangs." Police said they ran AMPR operations on the road, looking for people moving drugs from road, and targeted taxi operations suspected of being used by drug runners. The action formed part of County Lines Intensification Week that saw police forces across the UK share intelligence and join forces to tackle the drug networks. Superintendent Agar said, "We have had a lot of success in shutting down county lines in recent years and convicting the heads of these operations." The West Midlands Police and Crime Commissioner David Jameson said he's very concerned about the use of young people that may be drawn into the involvement in county lines and gangs. These youngsters are more vulnerable due to COVID-19 and not closely linked into schooling that makes them easy targets for gang leaders. And this is definitely true. What are the children going to be doing when they're not in school and there's no sort of structure from society? There's definitely more temptation to get involved in criminality and definitely county lines. So what are they going to be doing about this? What is the community going to do about this? And more importantly, what is the government doing about this? So I really want to hear what people have to say on this story. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I'll be back again very shortly with some more news. Peace.